Okay, welcome back everybody. This is Ralph. I'm your English teacher. I'm going over some expressions that are at the end of intermediate level and before you can move on to advanced English. You should know these expressions before you take the B2 first exam, or previously known as the FCE. Okay, to fire away, an expression used to give someone permission to begin speaking, typically to ask questions. I want to clear up some questions which have been puzzling me. Fire away. To put it mildly, it is used to imply that reality is worse than what is presented. The proposals given at the meeting were, to put it mildly, unpopular. To speak frankly. It means to speak honestly and sincerely, even when this might make other people uncomfortable. Frankly is often used when giving an honest and direct opinion about something. An example is when someone is being honest or speaking frankly about a troubling event in their life, such as a divorce. A little bird told me. This is an expression used by the speaker when he or she knows something but doesn't want the listener to know the source. Okay? A sample sentence is, a little bird told me that it was your birthday. Here is your gift. On the tip of my tongue. On the tip of my tongue is an expression used when you can't quite remember something, but soon you will remember it. You might say, her name is on the tip of my tongue, but at the moment I can't remember it. To put it bluntly, this is a phrase you would use to tell someone that you will be honest, even though you might upset them. To put it bluntly, I can't afford to buy you that bicycle. All is well that ends well. You would use this phrase to express a situation which was difficult, but in the end had a happy ending. An example, even though their relationship had its struggles, they ended up happily married. All is well that ends well. Out of sight, out of mind. This expresses that you soon will forget people or things that are no longer visible or present. For all the evil things he's done, he'll spend many years in prison, out of sight, out of mind. A striking similarity. This is used to describe two things or events which look nearly the same. Even though they are not related, there is a striking similarity between the two men. Something bound to happen. Bound to happen is an expression used to describe something positive or sure to occur. Once you become pregnant, the birth of your child is bound to happen. A few more. To drive at something. When you are trying to get a point across or have some motive for saying something, what are you trying to say? What are you driving at? To feel something, to feel it in your bones. It means to believe strongly, even if you cannot explain why it is. This is going to be a great summer. I can feel it in my bones. To put yourself in one's shoes. This means to see something from another person's perspective. Put yourself in my shoes. How would you feel if you got fired? To call a spade means that you speak openly and directly about something, even if it is embarrassing or unpleasant. Let's call a spade a spade. Divorce is never that good. Barely. Barely is defined as not occurring to a very high degree. It is minimal, something happening to a very low extent. I barely got home before the rain. It's barely raining. To take into account. To take something into account means to consider it before taking action or reaching a decision. I will take your experience into account before hiring anybody. From all angles. This means that you will look at something from every direction or consider something from every point of view. I will consider applicants from all angles before hiring anybody for the post. According to. Only two more sayings. According to means as stated by. For example, according to the study, a tomato is a fruit rather than a vegetable. According to. To some extent means partly but not completely. She was responsible for the accident to some extent. Okay, she was partly responsible for the accident to some extent. Okay, that's all I have prepared for you for today. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, if you like me, a thumbs up. Okay, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Be well.